So, Pars, it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow night. You've not got your mucker alongside you.
Yeah, obviously it's really unfortunate for Downsy and it'd be a big loss. But obviously Keane's come in and I'm sure we'll do our very best to, get on with it as best as we can and pick up the points.
Yeah, I suppose it's a double blow for you because not only is it your captain, it's the person that you've formed a really good partnership and understanding alongside.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've played together pretty much every minute of every game. You do get that understanding, and along with the fullbacks and Dylan behind us, we haven't conceded many goals. We've got a really good defensive record, and it's just a matter of learning everybody else's game as quick as we can and get that understanding, like you said.
Yeah, it's been a sort of a distinct thing with working a lot with Keane on the training ground to try and get to know what he does and know him as a person as well as a player.
Yeah, obviously he hasn't been here very long, but you can see his qualities straight away. He's very comfortable on the ball, and coming from a League One club, he's had that installed in him where it's all about keeping the ball. I think it'll be an experience where he needs to learn quickly the other side of the game, and I'm sure he'll grasp it no problems. He's obviously had a taster on Saturday, and he'll be ready on Tuesday, no doubt.
He's a confident young chap, isn't he, Keane?
I think he's a very mature 18-year-old, like you said. He speaks well and he's very knowledgeable. I mean, he's got a manager in Tony Mowbray who's played at the highest level, who knows what good football's all about. So he's learning from a good manager there, and he's coming into another good team, top of the league, with an experienced manager in Gary Johnson. So he'll learn a lot more as well.
For you, I imagine you'll switch from the left-hand centre-half to the right centre-half. Does that make a massive difference to your game and the way you have to go about things?
If anything, I think I'll be slightly more comfortable. Obviously, I've played the majority of my football on the left side, centre-half, and I'm right-footed, so I've had to deal with scenarios and circumstances where I've had to use my weaker foot. I mean, you don't complain, you get on with it, and you do the best you can. So a lot of balls that are coming down the left-hand channel, you have to just deal with it. But if I do switch to the right with a natural left sider coming in, I think it'll be easier, if anything.
Yeah, and you're made vice captain, obviously, with what happened with Downsy. That must be does that add extra responsibility on you for the rest of the season, or was that something that you were sort of doing anyway?
I think you're right. I think obviously in the dressing room, Downsy led the way, and Storer was as vocal, and his performances speak for themselves on the pitch. And then you've got Wrighty and Pelly, and I mean all these players have played a lot of football, and then with the likes of myself and even the young lads, they've quickly shown that with a few games under their belt, they're grasping it and they are taking responsibility. So personally, I think I've always tried to just lead by example and just go about my business quietly. And yeah, hopefully I can be an example to follow, and I'll continue to do that.
I think that's what most Cheltenham fans sort of see you as, the silent hero, the one that goes under the radar. Is that something that you sort of revel in?
I don't. I mean, I'm not on social media. I don't really post much things like that. So I just, like you said, I turn up Saturday, Tuesday, do my bit for the team, and just try my best.
Yeah, an old-fashioned footballer in that way, then.
Yeah. A bit of a dinosaur, you could say. Yeah.
The Kidderminster game back on Boxing Day, they were bottom of the league, but they had a bit of pace and power up front, and they worried you and Downsy at times, didn't they?
They caused us trouble. I think they were a threat up front. They had lots of pace, and yeah, I mean, the thing is, any team in this league, every team have got threats and dangers. So we know that we won't be taking them lightly, and we're going to have to be ready for a battle at first, and we need to make sure that we're on our guard, and hopefully then we can take over the game and get that control and hopefully open them up ourselves.
Yeah, last two games in the league, 2 clean sheets. Dylan's got the second amount of clean sheets in the top 5 divisions, so that must be is that something the whole defence prides themselves on?
Of course, yeah. I mean, obviously, Dylan deserves the accolades he's getting his way because he's been fantastic, but as a centre-half, obviously, that's a stat we look at as well. I mean, there's been times where we've conceded the odd goal and it hurts a little bit, even though when you win, I mean, it's nice to keep that clean sheet and keep the goals conceded tally down. So, yeah, I mean, we'll hopefully do that again on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and I think the team are looking for a better performance as a whole from the Boreham Wood game, which everybody that you've spoken to after said they were disappointed with the way that they played.
We huffed and puffed, and we on another day we take a few of our chances, but yeah, it cost us in the end because not scoring, we dropped a couple of points. So yeah, hopefully we've worked hard this last couple of weeks now to rectify that, and a week, sorry, not a couple of weeks, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow especially we can put in a good performance and get the 3 points.
Excellent.
How much as a group of players do you, and you on a personal level, look sort of behind yourselves at how Forest Green are getting on?
Obviously, yeah, with us not having a game and they picked up 3 points on us, so it was, of course, we look at the results, but we need to focus on what we can do, and we can't worry too much about everybody else because we're in control of our own destiny. Really, we're at the top of the league, and it's up to us to make sure we stay there. So, of course, the gap's got closer, and we need to make sure that we extend that gap to 5 points on Tuesday night.
Everyone around the club sort of says how much of a team spirit there is. Do you guys go along and, for example, you're going to go along Wednesday and watch what's effectively going to be a reserve side playing the FA Trophy?
Well, like you said, I think the spirit here is great. I mean, we've got a close-knit group of lads, and the team is doing well. So, like you said, the lads who unfortunately aren't playing at the minute, these like the trophy games or any reserve games that are arranged, then it's an opportunity to get some fitness and just to stake their claim when called upon. So yeah, we've got a real, like you said, close-knit squad who all want the same objective. And that's the plan anyway.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Cheers.